Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vidham Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitamscha Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Jakshurum Militam Yena Dasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Kibaika Vidya Ya Maryata Rakshati Vaishnavanam Kripavalam Madhava Prasthagami Sri Bhakti Dham Bharatimashrayami Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Bristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Sri Varshavanavadevi Daitaya Kripavade Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Jwala Premadya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Sri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostude Namaste Gauravani Sri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudappa Siddhanta Dvantaharine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhevacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Gaur. Okay, Dandavat Pranam to all of you. And again, a warm welcome, and very grateful that we all have come together again. And yes, remember something of our Guru Varga. And actually, just recently, I was hearing some class of Kartik, and there Babaji Maharaj, he quoted one saying by the Prabhupada, by Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, and I was thinking a little bit about that what Prabhupada said, this Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said there, that the greatest bondage, it is that people don't know that they are in bondage. And that is really something to think of. And what came to my mind was like, because if we look somehow back in the history, I mean, nowadays also many cruel things are happening, but especially I want to bring you to that like very cruel and brutal imprisonment which happened, in those concentration camps of the Nazis, no? And also there is most of us, they don't even want to hear about these things, no? There's such cruel confinements, very, very, very tough. And surely also what is noteworthy is the slaves of black origin, no? They were also so in such a brutal way. They were treated like in a disgusting way, not human activities actually. Anyway, I think that all of us will agree that these such inhuman activities, they are more than hellish, no? And on the other hand, if we look at the society today and their so-called freedom, then because these things somehow not happening nowadays, I mean, not so as it was at that time, because so most of us will agree that today's society has attained some kind of freedom, no, in that sense. But really, if we look at it, then from the standpoint of the soul, no, then even the present situation in which we are in, that so-called freedom, I think it must be also treated as even more dangerous than that imprisonment of mankind that time. You know, just to bring it in connection with that what Prabhupada said, because those prisoners or slaves at that time, they were put into chains or shackles, no, made of iron and metal, and the environment was somehow, they were put into dark cells and spike fences and all of this kind of stuff all around, no, they were confined this way. So all of this gave them, surely everyone, a clear conception, a clear impression that they are not free, no? They are in prison. So it's very clear for them. They don't need to think twice. And if you see, I was reading once, it was long time ago, one book also about, it was Dr. Frankl, one psychologist, so he wrote about, he was also confined there in that camp in Auschwitz during the Nazi time, and he wrote about it. And some of his experience in the beginning, he said that the first train in which he was sitting, no, they put the people like animals into trains and they bring them to different places where they have prepared some concentration camps. And one of them was the Auschwitz, no? And he said then the people, when they saw, because they did not know where they will go, they were just treated like animals and put into trains and have no idea where they go. But as soon they saw and the announcement that now you are welcome, this is Auschwitz and this and that, then they felt like horror, no, because it was well known that time to all of them that this is a place of mass crematorium and gas chambers and all those things. So, and so they came down like animals from the train, no, and they were put in front of those SS soldiers, no, they are called Gestapo or something, and these are also very cruel men. So, and they have the choice. Then they would either show right or they would show left. No, so right means that you are fit to work, so they just observe you, and if you are fit to work, then okay, they can use you. And left means the gas chambers. So they did not know. He just is showing left or right. What will be the outcome? Nobody know at that time. So the people themselves, they didn't know what comes next. So then the people on the left side, the others, they went to they could work, and the others, they gave them like one soap, no? And those soldiers, they gave them a soap, and they would indicate to them to do shower. dress everything down without clothes, and they have to do shower. So, but actually nobody came out alive, no, we know, because it was a mass gas chamber. So it's very difficult to remember these things, but that was one kind of a sweet act, no, of these soldiers, to put this soap, they just gave them, open the soap, now do shower, you can do shower, but actually it was the end of their life. So in the same way, also our train, it has also arrived, no? So our coming to this material world is also one kind of concentration camp. But the fallacy is that the fallacy of this material world, that we are not shocked by coming here like they are, no? Like the people, when they read the name or they hear the name Auschwitz, then they were completely in horror, no? Because they're fearing. But rather, when we come to this material world, we have all our ambitions, we have all our desires, our wishes, etc. And like in Auschwitz also, so the SS soldier, they handed those soaps, no? So in the same way, Mayadevi also is appearing in front of us, like with all kinds of amusement, like Disneyland it looks for us, no? At first of all, a sweet act in the beginning, where all our desires and ambitions can be fulfilled. Mayadevi is offering something. But as we know what came after the soap distribution, so the same will also await us by falling in the trap of Mayadevi, of illusion, no? The only difference is that, yes, so Mayadevi, in comparison to these concentration camps, Mayadevi creates some invisible shackles, no? Invisible chains, invisible boundaries, which are even more dangerous for the soul, because we cannot realize. So the greatest danger is that we are in bondage, but we don't know that we are in bondage. That is what Prabhupada was saying. So the invisible shackles and chains in this world, they come. How they come? As all our different so-called sweet relationships, attachments to persons and things, in this world, to AC rooms, to beautiful buildings, architecture, whatever it is. So these are all some kinds of invisible shackles which are binding us. And the Srimad Bhagavatam is also saying that the Davat Raga Adayastena Stavat Kara Griham Griham Tavan Moham Grinigato Yavat Krishna Nage Janaha. So it means that Davat Raga Adhastenas, that it is said that until one really becomes a devotee of the Lord, then all these material attachments and the desires, they remain like thieves, no? Which we have with our beloved ones in this material world. They just are like thieves which are stealing us of the real property. So all the homes, they become like prison cells. Tavat kara griham griham. So, and the affectionate feelings for families and for all of them, they are like foot shackles. So that is the invisible imprisonment, no? That is not like that you have some metal chains or a metal ball around your feet and you cannot walk. No, these are, but still we are like bound by these prison cells of our material homes. Vaishnav home, Vaishnav family, Grihastha life is different, but most of the people, they're in this trap of this, and then also all their relationship with those people in this world, they are like foot shackles. That's what the Srimad Bhagavatam is saying. And we know also, we can remember Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, no? He was also always trying to run away from home. And then one day his mother said to the husband, oh, why you don't put him in chains? No? He's always trying to disappear. But the father, what he said? The father just said that what will be the use of chains if such a beautiful wife like a princess of heaven, if such a beautiful palace like the palace of Indra cannot bind him, so how will iron shackles be able to bind him? So in this way the father was telling to the mother, and that's the same thing. So we don't need iron shackles or something. These are the invisible chains, no, which bind most of the people to this material world. A beautiful wife, a beautiful home, and this thing. In this way we cannot think about a higher reality. So that is, it's not that open cruelty like in that concentration camps or with the slaves. No, rather it's like a killing with one knife made of sugar. No, they say like it's a knife made of sugar, but it's to kill you. It's very sweet. It looks sweet, but actually it wants to kill you, kill us. So that's why most of the people they fall into this trap, no, of that apparent sweetness. But actually this material world is far away from any sweetness, because each and every one or every time we have, when we come here we have to leave, no? And we be humiliated in the most cruel way by Mayadevi. So everything what we have learned with so much endeavor, with so much energy, everything which will leave, no, with the old age. All our bodily strength will fade away, our brain power, our thinking power, everything is no more working properly. So each and everything what we have accumulated with such a great effort and energy will just be taken away, no, without any respite. It's gone. It will be taken away. So unless we feel this kind of trap of Maya, we will not feel it really necessary to take shelter of real sadhu, guru and Vaishnava. So that's why Prabhupada said, no, the greatest bondage in this world is that people, they don't know that they are in bondage. They are all thinking they are so much free. Usually those prisoners, they know they are in prison. But even if they are free, if they go out, they are still in prison. They're in the imprisonment of their attachments to this material world and all of this, of their body and mind. That is the greatest imprisonment. And if the people would really realize, no, where they are, then they would try to find some solution. When there would be some awareness. So it would immediately stop them from all their enjoying mood. Like Babaji Maharaj, he is always giving that example, no, with that person who will be hanged to death the next morning. So what you can offer such a person? If he knows tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning there is his death sentence and he will be hanged to death, then how you can please this person? What we will give? Something nice to eat, what he wants, what he wishes. He will have no desire, because he don't desire anything, because he knows what fate will come to him. And same is like if you take some persons on the Titanic when the ship was sinking, then what kind of will you say to those people now? Oh, what kind of dinner can I serve you? What you prefer, this or that? No. So they will be in panic, no? Everybody will be really trying to save their life, to come out, if there is awareness. So it is only as soon we are aware of our dangerous situation which we are in, that we will take steps, and not before that. So it is really a great lesson which we should try to realize from heart, and otherwise we will also think that by getting a soap, no, all this appropriate, this apparent enjoyment of Mayadevi, which she is putting in front of, like this SS soldiers put the soap to those, and they don't know what is awaiting them. So if we fall also in the trap, then that we will do a nice warm shower, but what will time will come, no, and finally will take everything away. So we will be in the trap of Maya. There is nothing which stays forever in this world. And that is why the only solution for us is really sadhu sangha. Prabhupada said, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said that the Supreme Lord and all his devotees, they are coming in this world to just speak about our highest welfare, what the soul's benefit, the soul's need. And especially they always teach us about what is the difference between Sat and Asat, what is temporary and what is eternal. So if we remember always Guru, Vaishnava and Bhagavan, then surely the attraction will also be towards the eternal world. But if we instead remember all our material relationships, our material people, and so on, then it will attract us and bind us with shackles to this temporary world. So one thing is really giving us the freedom, and the other thing is just putting us again and again into chains. So that's why to hear about all these narrations of Guru and Vaishnava and Bhagavan is so important for those who want to really come out. That's the only way, actually. And Srimad Bhagavatam says also, Sattam prasanga mama virya samvito pavantirit karna rasayana kata dajjoshanat ashva pavargavartmani shrada ratir bhaktir anukrameshyati. It says Sattam prasangam, that the very powerful association where I can listen to this nectarian harikatha which enters like an elixir of nectar through the ears and then enters my heart and purifies it. So, and finally it awakens Shraddha, Ratir, Bhaktir, Anukrameshyati. So that is the sequence. First Shraddha, then Ratir, and that is actually, Shraddha is Sadhana Bhakti, Rati is Bhava Bhakti, and Bhaktir is Prema Bhakti. So that is in a sequence, Gram. It will all awaken by that association of powerful Guru and Vaishnava, from whose lotus mouth this very nectarian harikatha is coming, like our Guru Varga, and all of them. Only the pure sadhu, they can sing their glories. The material people full on in illusion and anarthas, all useless habits and this and that, they can give nothing eternal. They can give us only matter, nothing else. So only those Vaikuntha Parishads, if we hear from them, what will happen? Also Srimad Bhagavatam is saying, Avismriti Krishna Padara Vindya Kshinoti Abhadrani Cha Samtanoti Satvasya Shutam Paramatma Bhaktim Jnana Cha Vijnanam Viraga Yuktam. So it says that by constantly, Avismriti, by constantly remembering the lotus feet of that divine Lord Sri Krishna, that removes all the inauspiciousness and it purifies our soul. So it is the ultimate welfare will awaken by that constant remembrance of the lotus feet of the Lord and his devotees. And the heart will sattvasya shuddhim, they will illuminate with shuddha sattva, which is very bright light, and all the darkness will go. So, and finally also jnana will arise first, knowledge, but knowledge alone is not enough, some book knowledge and some, no, it has to become vijnana, realizations, something which we really feel and live from heart. And then, so all this will arise automatically in that right association. And surely also vairagya, detachment. So one will have, because automatically this is a positive attachment to the Lord, and then automatically detachment takes place to this material world, to all those temporary things. If the attachment to the Lord and his devotees increases, then that's a natural outcome. So one will find all these answers of what is really eternal, what is temporary, and who I am really, and what are my duties, what I have to do, what I have to do in this world. So all these things, the answers we will get in the association only of pure Guru and Vaishnava. Material people, they can never help us in this way. No chance, no way. And because we have such a dark knot of ignorance in our heart, no, it's like, only the sadhu can cut it. It's sometimes also said that we have like a heart like a coal, coal, charcoal, it's very black. So if one tries to clean a coal, then will it be possible? No, impossible. It will just be black and black and black. One can never clean it. It's only possible if the coal is put into fire. Then it becomes like, it takes the constitution of fire. So it becomes so, that is sadhusanga. Our heart is so dirty, so black, like a dark knot of ignorance. But if you put that heart in that fire, like sadhusanga association, then it will start to become also like that. And sadhus are there. They are sharp words. They are like a knife. No, tato dushanga mutsya satsu sajeta buddhimam shantevasya chintanti mano vyavasangam uktipi. Mano vyasangam uktipi. They can cut all the knots. Chintanti means cut. To cut all the knots, our strong, heavy attachments of the mind to this material world, to the material things. The wise person, they will always avoid that bad association and only try to look after that pure and divine association of Guru and Sadhu, Vaishnavas, who are able to, with their words, which is like a sword, a sharp knife, they can cut all our attachments to this material world. So that is the duty of a sadhu, no? He is to drive away that witch which has taken a seat in our heart, who is that witch which is sitting in the form of all our material desires, no? So they come to wake us up and to drive out this witch, so from the heart. And so Prabhupada says that we are not the enjoyer. That is our position. Our actual position is we are not the enjoyer, we are the enjoyed. No? The Gaudiyas themselves, they call themselves Shuddha Shakta. No, Shakta, Shuddha means pure and Shakta means energy. So they are pure worshippers of potency, of energy. And that is because Prakriti, the Shakti can never independent from the possessor of Shakti, from Shaktiman. And also there is a hierarchy also of Shaktis, like the most topmost Shakti is Srimati Radharani, no? and everything is subordinated to her. Without taking shelter of Radharani, we cannot really serve Krishna perfectly. So it's impossible. So everything has to be like a pyramid, like Sarananda Swami was also explaining that Seva pyramid, and which is on the top, and there is just down, and the down parts, they are just connecting with that whole thing as very insignificant cells who feel themselves the least or the most fallen. No, they just come at the down part and try to be engaged in that higher hierarchy. So there's always a hierarchy up. And there's so many in the spiritual world, they're already serving. So how we can try to step on their heads, it is not possible. We have to just das, anudas, 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 the servant of the servant of the servant. That is the formula given to us. So, but the highest embodiment of that truth is Sri Radha. Sri Radha is that which no one can be compared how she is serving the Lord, Sri Krishna. So if we want to serve, that is all our Gauri Guru Varga, they are under this guidance of Srimati Radhika. So then it becomes beautiful and gives also the most happiness to Krishna. Rather than to approach him alone, it's not the way. But we find also two verses which are in the Bhagavad Gita, which explain also our Prakriti and Purush. So Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that he has two energies. No? So one energy is the Apara Prakriti, which is all these 8 divisions of material nature: earth, water, fire, ether, mind, intelligence, and also ahankar, bhumi, rapana, vayu, kam, manna, buddhir, evacha, ahankara ityamme, bina prakriti rastra. So these are my external energy, my prakriti. But he says there is other energy, and that is apariyam vidasthvamyam, prakritim vidime param, jiva bhuta mahapaho yayadam taryakshagat. So that is the para-prakriti, all the jivas. So they are really operating all the matter. So they are placed in, this is Shakti. The Shakti is operating the matter. So we are actually of that higher substance. The jivas belong to that Shakti, not to the inferior Shakti like Apara Prakriti. So that is the same if we say Kshetra and Kshetragya. There is the field and there is the knower of the field. So Krishna is saying that we are the knower of the field. What means? Prakriti, material energy. And the jivas are the knower of that field. That is practically to be in the state of Shakshitva. Shakshitva means a witnesser. We are witness of all the unfolding of this material energy in this material world. And but if the jiva identifies as Purush and accepts that Parameshvara as Prakriti, then that is the Purush Abhiman. It's being like an enjoyer. It's an illusion. It can never be. It's just an illusion which we think of, that we can enjoy Prakriti, or the Purush. We are Prakriti, so we are the servant of that Purush, of Parameshvara. So to get rid of all this kind of Purush Abhiman, this false enjoying identity or self-centered false ego, that is the duty of the sadhu. Which so let us pray to Yoga Maya. Yoga Maya is because she arranges really sadhu sangha in our life. So that faith of sadhusanga can grow at every moment. Vaishnava Vishwas Priti Hok Kshane Kshane. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, so I pray to Yogamaya that my faith to the Vaishnavas will day by day, minute by minute, every second will increase. So because really only everything starts with Shraddha. If we don't have Shraddha, belief, then we cannot get further. And that is coming by Vaishnava association. So yeah, these were a few thoughts on that. And today is also, even though I'm not qualified, but it is Lochanda Thakur's, I think, disappearance day. And just to follow Guru Varga, to remember them always on their Avibhav and Tirobhav, we can remember a few things. There, my Gurudev, what he told. And so Lochanda Thakur, he was like he was born in a physician family in Katwa, and he was early married, but he himself had not really any interest in that. And his Gurudev was the famous Narahari Sarka. We sing, no? Narahari Adi Kori Chamaratulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Vaso Goshadi Gaya. So that is the Gaura Arati, where Gauranga Mahaprabhu is worshipped in the evening, and the Sandhya Arati. Between when now the sun sets, then we sing this kirtan. And there Narahari is, it is explained there that Narahari Sarka is like one, is taking the chamara, that wagtail to fan the Lord. So and all the Sanjay and Mukunda and Vasugosh, they are singing the kirtan. And in Krishna Leela, he is Madhumati Sakhi, that Narahari Sarka. So actually his family, they thought, oh, he is very indifferent to material, they were seeing his indifference to material life, and they wanted to get him married. And at that time, because he did not want, but they requested Narahari Sarka, that his Gurudev, that you request him that he has to marry. So very early in his life, he accepted that request from his Gurudev, and he got married. And he followed that order, and he went to that village to locate where this girl was living, because now the girl should move to the house, to his house. So he wanted just to search out for her, and but he could not really recall the exact location. And so he was asking some young girl which was passing by, and just to ask, and he addressed this girl with Mataji. And then he saw that this girl also, so he went there, and then this girl also went that same way. And then he noticed that actually this was his wife. So, but he has already addressed her now as Mataji, and then he took a vow that from his whole life he will treat her like a mother. So that was his Nishta. Also, Babaji Maharaj is telling us that especially sannyasis, they see all the Matajis as mother. They always look in this way to any woman as Matajis, as eternal mothers. And also Lochanda Thakur, he wrote the famous Chaitanya Mangal, which is like also all the many pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all his associates. So first of all, we know Chaitanya Bhagavat by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur, which was also Vrindavan Thakur, is the Veda Vyas, in Chaitanya Lila also, which came and manifested this scripture. And he left also some remnants to Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who later wrote the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So these biographies are there, and also Murari Charka, the notes of Murari Gupta, and also that Chaitanya Mangal, which was even written earlier. So this is where we can find all the different kinds of pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. But he was somehow so absorbed in that writing about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that he did not really mention Nityananda in this book. And then he felt somehow remorse, that he has done some offense and something. And later on he manifested so many kirtans also, which some of them are in the songbook. Like for example, we can also read someone. I can see just 1 minute. There is one about Nitai, just in the beginning. It says, yes, Nitai Mora Jivanadhana. It is in page 57. I just read the text, but it's very nice. Nitai Mora Jivanadhana. Nitai is the wealth of my life. Nitai Mora Jati. Nitai is my family. But for Nitai I have no resort. So then Samsara Sukara Mukkedule Divejai. He's saying that I shall throw ash in the face of worldly pleasure. And Nagare Magio Kabogai Nitai. And while chanting the names of Nitai, I shall sustain my life by begging in the village. And next line is Chedeshe Nitai, Naise Deshe na Jago. So I shall never visit any place where Nitai is absent. And I shall never look upon the face of one who is averse to him. So you see, it's Nishta, He will not go at any city or place where there are no devotees, no Vaishnavas. He cannot bear there. He don't want to live there. Where there are those who are vimukh, those who are against or averse to Nityananda, to the devotees. And then Ganga Jara Barajal Harasira Dare. Heno Nitai Nabajaya Dukkha Bayamana. The water that bathes Nitai's feet is the same Ganga that Lord Shiva bears upon his head. So one who does not worship this Nitai will suffer and die. And the last line is saying, O Lochandas Thakur is declaring that I shall scorch the face of one who has no regard for my Nitai. It seems like Gurudev is saying that it seems like, oh, how can Vaishnava say like this? That I scorch the face of someone who has no regard for my Nitai. But Vaishnava is saying that that is his deep love and attachment to the lotus feet of Nitai. So that's why he is writing in this way. And there are also some other beautiful kirtans. Some is also a famous one, Kijabike, right? Kijabike Bhava Sindhu Para Dhanya Kali Jugera Chaitanya Avatara. That is also nice, which I just read the translation. It's also Lochandas Thakur. Who will go? Who will go? Oh brothers, across this ocean of material existence. This age of Kali is blessed due to the descent of Sri Chaitanya. A ferry boat operates at the port of my Gauranga. Even the old, the blind and the crippled are crossing over. And Harinama Naukakani Sri Guru Kandari. So Harinam is the boat, Sri Guru is the halesman. And the upraised arms of the Sankirtan party are the oars, the oars where you put your energy to cross the ocean. And all jivas are crossing over, because now it comes to the point now, by the favor wind of prema, only and only Lochandas Thakur, due to his own fault, has been left behind. You know, that is sometimes if you run here to Mayapur and to the boat ghat, and sometimes just the boat is gone and you cannot go, then you have to wait. No? So this is our position. Now we have lost. Mahaprabhu was there, all his associates were there, so this boat already gone. Now we have to try to really catch the next boat, and not that again this will be happen, that we will miss it. No, we will just stand there, oh, boat again gone. So we should really take it serious to be there, when the boat is arriving. So boat is arriving in form of sadhu, guru, Vaishnava. So we should try as much to take their association, and they will surely guide us back to our original home, no? Home sweet home. So so I think I'll stop here and for today. So thank you very much, and if someone likes to add something, say something, ask something, and please, Jai Gaura, Dandavatam.